Right, here we are, another day, another event.
A brand new one for us.
A brand new one for everyone. This is a brand new event. We're at Kingston Maurward, which
obviously
is
the finest UK weather.
Yeah, unfortunately it's raining again. But we do need rain, so
yeah,
we're not gonna complain about it, are we?
And if I'd come yesterday I'd have sweltered, so
yeah. Better this way round. Anyway, so we're at Kingston Maurward, which is a brand new BE event. It actually does have a beautiful house just up there behind the trees, which I might get to show you a bit later.
I think that's where the show jumping is.
Yeah, I think the show jumping is in front of it. And we're just going to go and walk the cross-country course.
Dressage arenas are not the flattest.
No, again, getting our excuses in there early. But we're going to be really positive because I think this is going to be a lovely event. So let's go walk the cross-country course.
So this was a brand new cross-country course built specially for the event, and this is fence 1. So we don't really normally do course walks, as you perhaps all know, but we have this time because it's a brand new event and people often like to see what they get and also to give them an idea of what's coming on. So fence 1 was a house, fence 2 was just this seat, so all pretty standard, straightforwards. Fence 2 came up quite quickly after fence 1, but then you had a lovely rolling gallop up the hill to fence 3, which is this step up. So top of the hill, nice step up, bit of a different third fence, but again, pretty straightforward. A couple of people did have stops, but you just have to make sure the horse's hind legs are underneath them because obviously there's a little bit to look at, which is unusual. You're going to see it up the hill. But yeah, overall, nice to have something a bit different and not for it to be the standard sort of like third fence roll top. So still climbing up the hill a bit, but this is where it levels out. But it's nice to have a course of undulations as well. Fence 4 was this brush fence, so pretty straightforward. You can see how brand new these fences are. Fence 5 was this lamb creeper, slightly downhill on the camber, so you just had to make sure you set up and then make sure your body position was really strong. But yes, really nice that they're using camber because that sort of thing is very educational for riders and horses. And they're not just going around everything on a flat piece of land. That it's a bit clever with how the hills are used. Fence 5 was the first combination. Again, pretty straightforward. No, fence 6 even. These roll tops. So you can just see me walking the distance. 6, might be 5. Can't tell you right now. Can't remember. I ended up walking the distance twice because it wasn't quite where I wanted it to be on middle to middle because I know I've got a horse with big strides, so I ended up walking backwards again to double check it. And then made the decision that I was going to jump left hand to left hand rather than in the middle, just because my horse has got quite a big stride. And it just makes it easier rather than having to hold you back the whole time. But as you can see, very nice combination, just on a curving line, but loads of space in between that you won't have to do too much. Again, I walk again. So I walk the inside line, and eventually I decide on the outside line. So it's quite important, right, to walk courses to know what's going to suit your horse. So it's a clever little fence rolling down the hill slightly, just a little upright with a tree in the middle. Not such a huge ground line, but actually, as long as you had a 90-degree turn to it, and that did all the work for you, so that you didn't have to do too much setting up. And then obviously, again, as a rider, you just want to make sure you've got good connection, also in front of the leg, and that you, as a rider, sit up very straight and tall and aren't collapsing to give the horse the best chance. This was an interesting combination. So you've got the little jump, and then you've got a 90-degree turn to go down the steps. So from here, it looks quite daunting because the land drops away. But in reality, when you go around to the other side, you can see there's actually not a huge drop. It just looks, because of the way it's been set up like this, and a very beautiful shot there, even though it's raining, so hence the camera, it's not quite picking up how lovely it looks. But yeah, you can see actually the reality is the drop is not very big. It's just one of those quite impressive landmarks. There you go. And then you canter down the hill. Again, great to have undulation, not just be on flat land, because that's how you learn to balance your horse best. This was just a plain sort of table fence, not very big. And then you carry on rolling around. As you can see, they've done a great job mowing the track, so you've got a real clear idea and how much scope there is for an event of an international or even running a novice. There we go, fence 11 is just a palisade, not even a ditch in front, but just in the fence line. It's a nice, straightforward, simple 100 fence. Another fairly simple fence, and then you've got a space to the corner. I was just going to follow the grass line to the corner. The corner itself wasn't very big, it wasn't very wide, and actually you had loads of time from the fence in front to be able to make your turn and to get to that corner. So I don't really consider it, wasn't really a particularly tricky question, but because you had the space. The car at the moment is parked on my line that I'd be on. Just another straightforward table fence for fence 13. Don't think it was unlucky for anyone. There's the house in the distance. It's now an educational college for land studies. You get glimpses of the 80s and 90s for courses. Just a wagon. I think I was making a joke that it's a photographer's favourite. Every single event you go to seems to take a photo of the wagon. I think I've got many horses over the years with photos of them over wagons. At this point, it's kind of still mizzling, but it's getting hot. So we're at the water. Brand new water combination. Again, it's a kind of combination you've seen loads. 2 boats, water in the middle. So pretty kind and not really going to cause too many problems. At the back of my mind was obviously I'd had a problem with water last week with the jump in front, so just wanted to make sure that Insey was going to be very much in front of my leg and taking me, though that this week everything was very clear for her to see in front, so not so bad.
Fence 17, just a little undulation in front of it. And she's ditching me. Got a sample of the tea bag. Okay, last 2 jumps. And this is the first and only skinny on the course. It's not that skinny. Quite nice. And then little flower bed to finish. And we're done. So yeah, like I said, really nice sort of upgrade course. You'd be happy if you turned up here on a fairly inexperienced 100 horse. Lovely, encouraging, gets you into the flow. Yeah, this was supposed to be Nova's second 100, and then Nova went and just did a little thing. He's in work, he's fine. He just lost enough fitness that this wasn't going to be possible, so we had to just rethink and make another plan. But hopefully Nova will be back out soon. Anyway, today is Insey's day. We go find Lucy, find Insey. Insey's being very smart. It's raining. Insey, you don't look too thrilled about the prospect. You're doing studs in the trailer.
Huh?
You're doing studs in the trailer.
Done studs,
Oh,
just
well
doing
done.
course marks.
Oh, what a useful groom I am.
Yeah.
I just sat in the car having a cup of tea. It's raining, it's July, it's not really okay. Oh, Insey, yeah, you look how I feel. Alright, I'm gonna make myself useful. Alright, here we are, Dressage Warm Up. This is looking quite smart. So I've been following feedback from the judge last week. The plan this week is just show her a little bit more supple. And it is an easier test this week. Less turny. Show her a little more supple. And convince the judge. She's the most beautiful horse in the world.
Rolling chalk down that we enjoy so much.
I don't know where she went.
Indoors with that particular here at Kingston Maurward.
I'll take her boots now. What a good girl you are.
Maybe don't do that in the left counter transition.
She's just like galloping around.
the other thing is, just say hi and thank you, and have a word with our Prince judges as you go. They are all volunteers, they're there for the day. Many of them were here yesterday as well. So
Left canter is a bit the weakness.
Crystal Windsor coming down at the end of the course.
She's actually being a bit wild in the canter. I said to Lucy she needs to canter and canter and canter and canter until she stops lifting her bottom. I'd work her harder. Stick her on small circles, make her work. It's quite a fine line between keeping her sweet and working her hard enough.
Right side of the line, finishes with nothing to add from cross country, and that means his total is
Because she's a mare and she'll get a bit... She'll have an opinion if you
They asked, just keep an eye out
make
for
it
them.
too difficult for her.
But not so far behind. Lucy Wisham got the first time score of about 27.8. Still going to do her crossing. Her she's going to be down to but 30.3 of the penalty behind. India third away. Third place at the moment. Can only go up long term. And Lonnie Bear is in fourth at the moment with Golden Power on 29.8. Amanda Lewis has completed.
Okay, I think we're getting somewhere.
So hits the window. But what's
Maybe.
more important, that means no penalties across the country. No penalties in Showjumping for Amy Harris and Icon Justice. Riding for herself and Charles Sheck. They started off cross country in first position. They now sit in the car park, having completed their 3 days in first position.
Is she being a bit more compliant?
Sorry?
Is she being a bit more compliant?
Yeah, she drops the leg and then gets really cross at me that I want her in front of it.
Yeah, she's a bit cross, isn't she?
In that competition. That's the first bit of the competition that all these riders and their horses are doing.
Mares.
Once
I
they've
love
done
mares.
the rest of they move on to the show jumping.
I think she enjoys it.
As you walk in from the car park towards the front of the house there. Excellent trade stands.
It's looking better.
As well as ice cream.
Right, I think we're in next then.
Coffee.
Here we go. Let's behave.
Dressage 28.8. Fall down and 11 time penalties in the Showjumping.
5-9 is the now. Danny Evans, Danny Rice, Stallion, Country Boy. They're in section F. Boy Dressage score 32.3.
9.6 time penalties. No jumping penalties. He faced up for 48.4. Second, lovely jump over the box at 15. Starbox, Alan Casey and Lord Kintor, they're away.
That's the
Straight
brittle
over
one.
the manor stable at one there. Going. Up over the KMC Park section 2. Heading over the step down at 9. Coming into the final finish now. And you will be fine. Rebecca Bateman and Diamond over the final jump at Malbert. Sneaking through the finish line. There's not much she knows.
Danny and Country Boy.
Just over the reveal push up like they did before for Alan Casey and Lord Kintor. Rebecca Bateman and Diamond finishing in 5:42. stop tea time penalties. No jumping penalties, so the race total of
267 in
44.8.
the ring now. This is Lena Rees Haynes. This is Michael and Couple.
Wild.
For the dressage warm up.
Sarah Curry over the working hard corner combination as well. Next to start, number 308, Miguel Taylor and Joan Danfakini. The dressage 30.3. Clear round in the show jumping. Sarah off the great long in 13. Misannouncing there. It's not Miguel Taylor. He'll be coming later. Ellen Casey and Lord Couture. Over the step down at 9.
It's a funny little manoeuvre to get back onto the centre line. Please hold straight.
Round for Lena Rees and Couple Jupiter. They go to cross country on the
That's
floor.
not straight.
Sarah Curry over the
You bugger.
Harbour Minnesota at 15. Whenever we talk about the net defence, it's a
crap,
safety
oh,
device
shame.
that enables the fence to collapse in a safe.
Right, dressage debrief, Lucy.
So she was a bit. So in some ways, I think we're at that middle junction where to have the real good paces, I have a bit of tension, but to have the softness, we perhaps lose a little bit of the power, and that's just a training thing at the moment of about where we are. So it felt quite a nice test. Obviously the pre-walk was not very good, and the last centre line with the halt was not very
Terrible,
good.
yeah.
But the rest of it I thought was quick. You know, I felt like it was. I let the rein. I had a little bit of a softer hand this time, and moved the fingers to try and keep the softness on the left. So hopefully that will show out. Obviously, all the time it's left leg, left leg, left leg.
Well, I think it was, to me, it looked up and up from last week, just in terms of its suppleness and its consistency, isn't it, at this level? I don't think you need flash and wow.
No, but it's always building for the future. The more you
Yeah, but consistency, just level and smart. She looks smart to me. So we'll see. Well,
She's got
we'll
a bit of the-
see what the judge for. It's a lower scoring section this week than it was last week in
She's
general.
got a bit of the can't be arsed today.
Oh,
She's just like, oh,
she's got some flyers. We'll put her back on the box and go and look at the showjumping course, I think.
yeah.
Bringing forward the dressage for 30.8.
Wild.
I'm not going to jump much today.
Yeah, how lovely the showjump arena is. Nice in the background. Beautiful big ring. I know they bought a new set of jumps. Tents, marquees, food. It's quite a technical course. And Insey's been a bit wild. As per usual.
So clear round for Kate and Kingston Maurward. Now we have 327. This is Lucy Council. Lucy rides her own Insey Wincy Cincey, bringing forward a dressage score of 25.
Well done, well managed. Slightly undulating and the distance is running downhill. It's very nice. This is the tricky distance though. Screw and then well ridden. Slightly annoying faults. Really nice. So we're just going over to cross country. Thoughts on show jumping, Lucy?
I was pleased, thought she did a very good level round, just unlucky at that fence. I took a pull. It's debatable whether if I hadn't taken one, I'd have to take one.
Oops, that was a tree. Stop.
Just saying to Jancis, I actually do feel a bit anxious about cross country.
You're overthinking it.
I know, but after last week and stuff, and then, oh, I don't know.
She's overthinking it, guys. She'll be absolutely fine. Just go and have a nice little spin round. There's no pressure today because there's no pressure. Not going to win it, so nothing to lose.
She jumped super in the show jumping though.
She did jump very well in the show jumping. Very, very well. Nice round. Right, we're hiking over to cross country. I'll see you over there.
In the show jumping.
How was that, Lucy?
Wasn't she super?
She looked good.
She actually felt really rideable this week, which I'm really chuffed about.
It's because she's been eventing, what, 3 weeks on the truck now?
As the
Finally.
curve goes on
Yeah.
to the Arbor Bib
Finally
Ops
got
event
rideable.
at
Good
15.
girl.
Yeah,
As
she felt
Catherine
great.
Jarman and the Queen Bee
You know, it's
goes
just
on
super.
to that
Good.
corner fence that caused the problem
Ready
for
to go
us
novice.
just a moment ago.
Wow.
Except there's no blooming runs. There's nowhere to go. Which is frustrating because that's not a horse issue, that's a... where are you going, Lucy? That's a calendar issue rather than a horse issue. BE, please. We would have loved to have gone to Morton next, wouldn't we? That's in 2 weeks' time, that would have been perfect.
Yeah.
On
Step up
to the
to
positive
novice.
rails at 17 goes
But
Essex
instead,
Cook as Catherine.
we're probably going to have to leave her now for at least a month.
And possibly a lot of travelling.
And maybe do a lot of travelling to get her running, which is a bit annoying. But she's a good pony today. I think she's going to get low placing.
So unfortunately there's
Which is good.
glance off at
It's
the
quite hot
corner
now, isn't it?
costing us the
Having
20
started off
jumping
as
penalty. It will have cost her time
rainy.
as well. Get the
As a
time
very
come up
wise
on the
person
screen in
said
just
to
a
me,
bit.
you usually end up with the right amount of placings and rosettes, it's not necessarily for what you expect them to
not
be for.
necessarily in the... Yeah, true.
There we have it. Esther
Yeah,
Cook
last
ran
week
in
you
6
really
minutes
should
and
have got
8
a very good
seconds. That gave her
placing. But never
12.4
mind,
time
we're pleased with
penalties.
the horse, very
Well,
pleased
if you
with
have a
the
stop,
horse.
it
Good.
does take you time and
Right,
you haven't
we
got
get
time
pulled
to
off.
do that.
Did I go clear inside the time or was it
The
too
one out
fast?
on track
inside
at the
the
moment.
time.
Catherine
I had to
Jarman,
look,
the Queen
I
Bee.
saw my
She
clock and I was
goes
like,
up
oh
the
my god, I had to
far
point
end.
back for the last
I
three.
think
Here's
about
GT
10 seconds
King,
inside,
the
which is
Haycart.
absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
At the top
But yeah, the last two I was like,
hoiking
hoiking back, but then you can't like not ride forward.
Yeah, you don't want to kill the rhythm,
there.
especially because the second to last fence was the most technical jump on the
Paying
course,
straw
wasn't it?
merchants, but
You don't want to come into
quality
it
bedding.
half-hearted.
On the
Anyway,
stuff
perfect,
there.
good jump.
Have got a trade stand here, so well.
So, this is the most amazing event. I've already spoken to one of the dressage stewards, said I really think they could have a 1-star international here. It's just the ground, the course and undulations is just wonderful. There's a few little things to iron out, but you'd expect that for a new event. But the show jumping was atmospheric, which you want for this level, because you don't get an opportunity otherwise. It's a bit quiet, and if you're producing young horses, just brilliant for if you go off and do a bigger thing like a regional. The dressage warm up was a little undulating, but there's still plenty of space. And then everybody's just made such a massive effort. My only criticism of the cross country is they could have elevated it, but tricky to know what to do with the ground, and we had a bit of rain, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, but what I am going to complain about is competitors leaving litter. So I'm going to pick this up. We're at the most beautiful grounds possible, and they've left litter. It's not the only one, there's some over there as well. It's just disgusting. You know, these are private organisers who have put the effort in to give us the most beautiful event, and people just taking the pee. And you should pick your litter up, because this is like going to be cattle grazing ground most of the time, or sheep. So that's my only complaint.
Yeah, we'll pick it up for them.
Yeah. But overall, absolutely really pleased with her. She's really, like the show jumping warm up, she got proper, not leery, but adrenalised, because there's quite a lot going on. But she really handled it in the ring. Really pleased with how she jumped. That's really, I feel like that's really come together now.
Yeah, show jumping's there,
Yeah. And cross country, she was really rideable. We had a lovely rhythm all the way around, I think. And it just really suited her. I had a terrific round, so I'm really pleased about that. A couple of new little fences that we haven't seen before, like a step up and a big old step down. But you know, she was on it and super bold. So absolutely chuffed with this one.
Pony. Now Lucy gets to buy me lunch.
I get to buy you lunch. Support local businesses. Yes. Anyway, not such the drama of last week, but I really hope you've enjoyed this vlog. And next week is very different for me.
Next week will be drama.
Yeah, 5-year-old Robbie is going to his first one-day event. So my main aim is that he really enjoys himself and has a lovely time, preferably in the right order.
And with you on his back.
With me on his back. So yeah, taking a 5-year-old to his first one-day event. I've done all my homework, and it's the day to test it all. So yeah, 5-year-old Robbie next week. I think he's going to be exhausted after just dressage mentally. So yeah, poor little chap. He's going to find out if he wants to be an event horse. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we will catch you soon.